bulkhead. That's it. The bulkhead. I knew it would come to me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my Mickey room. My name is Andrea. I am a 40-something-year-old Disney fan who loves to just bring a little bit of magic everywhere I go. So today we are going to talk about what I keep in my in-flight essentials bag. So let's get into it. This is the bag that I use for my in-flight essentials kit. It is one that I wear the entire time I'm in the airport, except because I'm a good girl, I will put it inside this bag in the very top when I go through the gate, because I understand that this counts as an additional item. I have never been a bum bag, belt bag, whatever you want to call it. I have never been a person to be that way. And then, as we have talked about countless times, things changed with my knee and I just needed everything to kind of be on me. So I got this bag for our trip to Disneyland. First of all, she is from Shop Studio Olive, I believe is the name of it. I'll put it down below. I really like her stuff. Has some holiday ones too. We've got a trip planned right at Christmas time, and I'm actually thinking about possibly getting that one because, you know, I love a theme. What I have on today is actually usually what I wear when we travel. This is the summer version. I have the long sleeve winter version, but this is typically what you will see. And then this little is just right here at all times. There are some things that I always have with me that are not in here. First one is my water bottle. This is the bottle. It is a Stanley Aerolite. I got this for the Disney World trip and I love it. I absolutely swear by it. First of all, it fits right here on the side so easily. And if you have not seen my perfect park bag video or the what's in my park bag video, go check those out, because I will talk about how this actually fits into the side of my park bag video, which was part of the reason it's my perfect park bag. Incredibly lightweight. I got it at Target. You can also find them on Amazon. I always have to check every time. I have the 16-ounce one, which I understand is much smaller than some of the others. I think they have a 20-ounce and a 24-ounce maybe. I've got the 16-ounce one. I love it. I swear by it. I usually have it in the seat back in front of me. However, this last trip, because of where I was sitting, there's a name for it and I honestly don't remember it, but it's the seat in front of, there's no seat in front of you. I guess that's the best way I can put it. It's not the exit row, but it's more towards the front. And so there's nothing in front of you. I kind of sat back here in kind of this weird area the whole time, but it was better than not having it. The other thing that I will usually have, my phone is usually on this whenever we travel. I got this after my Disneyland trip because I realized I really needed something in the park, and I really enjoy having just it right here at all times. I usually, when I travel, I always wear something that has pockets. So this, I actually just slide it into my pocket and the strap hangs out. But yeah, this is my phone strap. The other thing is, I have the AirPod, I think they're 4, but they're the noise canceling ones. This was our first trip that he and I were doing together. It was also the first time in a very long time I had traveled. One of my coworkers had hers and I tried them and I was like, oh, these are great. I could not believe the noise cancellation. My issue is, and this is not an AirPod thing, this is a me thing. My ears are incredibly tiny, and that spot right there is incredibly tiny. I need Apple to make these in kid sizes. These fell out the entire trip. I'm doing this, barely moving my head, and they would fall out. So I got these, and these are great, but they're little silicone covers that you put over your AirPods. They're fine, they still fell out. Plus, you take them out, you gotta get these, you gotta put these on, put them in, you know, then there's the whole, you gotta hold up your ear and do that whole thing. It's a process. So I did make an investment. I'm very proud of myself. I actually researched and stuff. That's a big deal for me. I ended up getting these. These are from Soundcore. I am loving them so far. I am using them all around the house right now just to kind of test them out and everything. I use them a lot. So Zach works a lot from home, and I needed, especially this summer, I need to be able to edit things and work on things and not have it bother him. I am much more of an over the ear kind of person than I am AirPods, but I wanted to show you because on the trip, this is what I have. These have not gone on an airplane with me yet. I am excited for them to actually go on a plane with me and travel and everything, because these have come highly recommended from flight attendants. Back to the back. I carry this like this, and then when it is time to go through the gate, I put her right in. As soon as I do everything on the plane and kind of settle in, this goes under the seat. If I have a carry-on, it goes up above. I actually usually wear this still. I've never had a flight attendant or anything tell me I can't. I do know that, like, if you have your purse in your lap, they will make you put that under. I have experienced that. This last trip we went on, again, I was sitting, bulkhead. That's it. The bulkhead, I knew it would come to me. The bulkhead row, I was sitting there. So everything has to go up above, including the underseater, because there's literally not a seat to put it under. This could still stay. This stayed on me right here, and it was no problem. Let's check her out. I'm just gonna do kind of what I did with my What's in My Park bag and kind of go through things. Tissues, mirror. A lot of the things you're gonna find in here are the same things that I put once we get to the trip or get to the area. It's the same thing. I'm gonna it's gonna shuffle to my park bag, or it's gonna shuffle to my, my handbag, whatever I have with me. My Evian spray. If you have not seen my other video, I use this. I'm a little bougie, I know. I use this all the time. It is a facial spray. You literally, shake it up like that. She's great. She works amazing in the parks. I also like her when I travel. Your skin gets dry, everything like that. Now, I am not using this like on the plane. I am not that person. So I'm not spraying things on the plane, but I do, like, when we are hanging out there for our layovers and things like that. Yeah, I'll go into the restroom and I'll boo, 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 boo. So these are my Queasy beads. I have talked about these before. I have debilitating migraines. I think I have like seven or eight different diagnoses. It's wonderful. These are pressure point beads. They are similar to like what you see for a cruise line. So they literally slide on. They are custom made for you. I got them off of Etsy. I honestly don't know if the person even exists anymore, but I'm certain you can probably find something similar. So you go 2 fingers down and you measure, you send them in, and it's the exact. There's not a lot of, you'll see there's not a lot of give to them. So that ball is supposed to sit right on your pressure point. So I just consider it part of my bracelet stack as I wear them, but I wear these the entire time. Now, inside this, we have just a few little pouches, but I'm going to show you some of the other stuff. I have my patches for my knee. We've discussed that many times. I also keep the BioFree stick. Sometimes I have the Voltaren with me, but I've realized on planes and things, it's a lot easier for me just to get this out and and call it good, because I will have my braces or my knee sleeves on during the entire flight. I have my Ulanzi. I don't remember which number she is, but I like her. She's got the little carabiner here so she can clip into you. This folds out like this, and then that way she can sit on your tray if you want. I use her a lot for filming and things to make it a lot smoother. Before we get to the pouches, one more thing. My teeny tiny Mickey Mouse playing cards. So I have had these cards for almost 30 years now. I got these my first year when I was working at Disney. So back in the olden days, before there was any sort of social media, internet, even before there was internet and stuff, when you traveled, you always had to bring either a whole lot of books. I was always a magazine person. I brought a ton of magazines. I loved looking through that shopping catalog on American Airlines. loved that. So I've always carried a deck of cards with me. There are times where you just want to unplug. You don't want to have all the stuff going. You don't want to be sitting here staring at screens. And so I can just sit here and play solitaire by myself. It's the story of my life. I can sit a certain way and then at some point it starts hurting. Inside this, obviously I have my wallet. I'm not going to show you that. I have 2 other little bags, but we'll figure it out. This bag here is actually a bag that like one of these things came in. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the perfect little pouch to hold my stuff. So this is what I call my freshen kit. So this kit here has everything I need to just kind of freshen up on the trip. All right, let's go through it. It's gonna take me a moment to get everything out. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm not gonna be able to get it back in the same way. You never can. So yeah, this is what it's so funny because this is what the pouch looks like. I said something, I don't remember what I bought, maybe bracelets. Something came inside this and I was like, that's working perfect. I have the Lumify. I know they're expensive. I've got my wet wipes. I usually keep a couple of those in there. You can use these to wipe down surfaces or yourself. Just depends on what you're doing. I usually have one of these. These are your lens wipes. You can use for your camera, you can use for your phone, you can use for your iPad screens. So I usually keep one of those in there. In addition, these are from, I think these are from Jack Stack. There's always barbecue wipes in here. So I usually keep these because these are typically, if I actually want to wipe down a surface, like the tray, if I want to actually do that, or like this is more for myself. However, you gotta use what you gotta use, right? My migraine meds, I've got a couple different pills that I take. So I always have those. Keep these in there anymore. Look at that, look, going through the things, I got rid of stuff. Toothpicks, I always have toothpicks. Again, these are usually from Jack Stack or some barbecue place. I got a few of those. That's weird, something's on there. I've got a teeny tiny thing from Clinique. So my mom has been wearing Clinique since at least the 80s, if not before that. I can actually tell you every single Clinique like rebrand they've had. So she gets all the samples. So I use a lot of Clinique samples. This is one of the reasons why I don't ever have to have like huge carry-ons and things like that. Poopery, we don't need to explain. And then I keep a couple of these and then a little thing of breath strips. So that way, you know, you got your mouth, it's like dragon's breath. I mean, it is what it is, but you know, that's it. That is everything that I keep inside my travel kit. It's my in-flight essentials kit. It's kind of everything I ever need. The other thing I always have with me is my iPad. I'm an iPad girly. I'm not a Kindle. Never had a Kindle. I used to have a Nook back there's a throwback. I used to have a Nook back in the day. But I have my iPad with me, play my games and things like that. I use my iPad much more than I do my phone. I like to keep my phone battery. Oh, I don't know where mine is. I have my MagSafe phone battery that hits on the back. That's why this thing wasn't as heavy. I'm missing that. I gotta figure out where I put that thing. So that's the other thing. I always have my my battery with me. So other than that, I mean, that's kind of what during the flight, I'm a person who's more likely to read on my iPad or color on my iPad, do things like that. And then all of this stuff is just to kind of make you feel what I call a little more human again. There's something like being in that bubble with everybody else that sometimes you just need to feel a little more human. Thank you so much for joining me here in my Mickey room. I hope that this helps make your next trip just a little bit easier. And until next time, I will see you real soon. Bye.